What's up, everyone? Burn Factor here. We have a special video that we are going to be doing. Everyone else is out there doing the knockout of the year, the submission of the year, the fighters of the year. But today, me and Phoenix will be predicting by the end of 2024 who will be the UFC champions.
Yeah, what a year 2023 was for new champions. You got Sean O'Malley, new champion. Alex Pereira, now a new champion at 205. You got a new flyweight champion. What a year it is 2023 was, but 2024 I think is going to be even more crazy with UFC champions because everyone in the top 5 division of every division has a chance to become a champion.
No, they
do.
And
I really believe that. And the UFC is in such a great spot right now that anyone could be a champion at any given time. But that is what makes this sport so special. But like Priest said, we will be predicting the champion at the end of 2024 in every division. So Priest kicking things off with the men's flyweight 125. Who do you think will be champion by the end of 2024?
I believe Aljamaine Pantoja will be the champion by the end of 2024 still. His fighting style is so good. It's very unique. He knows when to win rounds, and he knows when to coast into the rounds, and that's what makes him so good, and he's been balling out recently. Let's just say that. So I have him still the 125 champion by the end of 2024.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Priest. I think Aljamaine Pantoja will be the champion by the end of 2024. I think this fight between Amir Albazi and Brandon Moreno in February is going to be a big fight because the winner will get the title shot. Will it be the rematch with Brandon Moreno or some new blood in Amir Albazi? But I think Aljamaine Pantoja in the Moreno fight and the Amir Albazi fight still has a very good chance to win. And in the last fight against Brandon Royval, he really showed that he's a full mixed martial artist utilizing a lot of wrestling. So I'm going to have to agree with you on that one. So me and Priest 1 for 1 so far. Let's go to the 135-pound division. Sean O'Malley is now the champion, but Priest, who is going to be the champion at the end of this year?
I believe the 135 champion will be, at the end of 2024, Henry Cejudo. Yes, Henry Cejudo will be the 135 champ. I see Sean O'Malley losing to Chito Vera, and then I see Chito and Henry going at it, which will be a great fight, and I have Henry Cejudo on top of that one. So I'm going with Henry.
I'm going to go out of the ballpark here. I'm going to go Chito Vera. I think Marlon Chito Vera will be the champion by 2024 just because I think he's inside Sean O'Malley's head a little bit. You saw it in the press conference a little bit. And say what you will, he has the win against him. Yes, he got kicked in the knee, which shut off the nerve, but he still has the win in him against him. So I think that he's going to go out there. I think he's going to do it in March. And then I think a fight against Henry Cejudo, like was supposed to happen in August, is going to be an amazing fight. But I think he'll still edge out Henry Cejudo. So I'm going to go out of the ballpark. I'm going to say Marlon Chito Vera will be the 135-pound champ.
Yeah, no, I agree. I believe he will beat Sean O'Malley, but then Henry versus Chito. I gotta give it to Henry.
That's a tough fight. I don't know.
That prediction will come in the future. So, but moving up to the 145 division, the featherweight champ, Alexander Volkanovski. I have him still being Ant Still.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with him. This is a pretty easy one, I think. And still, I think the fight against Ilia Topuria is the scariest fight for him in the division right now in February. But I think Volk's too poised. I think he's too good. But it's going to be interesting how he comes back from that head kick knockout against Islam. But nonetheless, I still think he's going to be champion by the end of 2024.
Yeah,
so I'm going to go with Volk.
He's too dominant. He's the GOAT at 145, and well respect to him. So
yeah. All right. We're agreeing on a lot of them. I'm actually shocked about this one. But moving into the 155-pound division, this division is very, very interesting now with Arman Sarukian just beating Beneil Dariush. But Islam is a champ right now. But Priest, who will be the champ by the end of this year?
I believe the champ by the end of the year will be Justin Gaethje. Yes.
Wow.
I'm gonna roll deep on this one. I believe Gaethje will get the title shot next. I don't think it's Oliveira as much as the UFC wants Oliveira to give it to him. But Justin Gaethje said he's only in for a long time, in for a good time, not a long time. So he's got one fight I believe left, and if he loses to Islam, he will be done. He will retire. Great career. But if he beats Islam, he's champion by the end of 2024.
That's a super interesting fight. If it happens, when it happens, But I'm going to rock with Islam again. I think he's still going to be champion. He's dominant. The 155-pound division doesn't have someone that could stack up to that wrestling, to that pressure so far, and we've seen it. The only person that I think that will have a shot is Arman Tsarukyan because they had a very, very close fight their first fight, but I think Islam's too good. The confidence of knocking out the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world is now going to carry over, so I think Islam's going to be the champ by the end of the year.
We'll find out.
Moving on to the 170-pound division right now is Leon Edwards. He just defended his belt, but will he be champion at the end of the year, Priest?
Yes. Leon Edwards will still be, and still. You got a lot of people saying Shavkat Rakhimov will be the champion by 2024, but I think Leon beats Shavkat, so I'm rocking with and still. He's really growing on me. At first, I was like, okay, he got that head kick. It could have happened, should have happened. People were like, yeah, whatever. But that fight against Colby Covington, yeah, he's got my respect. So
I'm gonna go off on a little limb here. I'm gonna go Islam will be the 170-pound champion. Islam will be the double champion by the end of the year. I see this playing out like this. Islam fights Gaethje this year, April, May, beats him. Leon Edwards may hold out. You don't know. Maybe fights Bilal. He, I think, clearly and easily will beat Bilal Muhammad. And I see them two matching up towards the end of the year, November, December. And I think Islam beats him. I think Islam is massive for 155 and not having to cut another 15 pounds. I think he's going to do it. I think he'll beat Leon Edwards. So my prediction is Islam will be the double champion by the end of the year. Priest doesn't like that one, though. But all right, time to move on to the next one. You got the 185-pound middleweight division. Right now, it is Sean Strickland. Who will be the champion by the end of the year?
Sean Strickland will be the 185 champion by the end of the year. That Philly shell, man, in 4-ounce gloves, no one can beat him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I'm going to agree. Sean Strickland, I think the toughest fight for him right now would be a Khamzat Chimaev fight, but I still think he has this weird fighting style. He's got this weird punching power, and I think he's very slick. I think he's very smart for as dumb as some of his actions are. He's a very smart fighter, but I think Sean Strickland is the best 185-pounder right now.
And the dude can wrestle, and he hasn't really shown it, so
yeah,
he's dangerous.
All right. Moving on to the light heavyweight division right now, it is Alex Pereira. Priest, will he be the champion by the end of 2024?
You know, Alex is very good. He's very scary. But no, I think Jammal Hill will be the end champion in 2024.
That's going to be a good fight, man. I can't wait for that fight.
It's gonna be a great fight. Jamal's been 5 rounds before with Glover, and he has power too, and he can wrestle, so I'm rocking with Jammal.
It'll just be interesting because he had a torn Achilles and coming off a massive injury like that where you basically have to relearn how to walk. Will he be the same? But he's showing that dog in him. He said, I'm not coming here to wrestle. Like, I want to stand with Alex Pereira and trade with one of the best kickboxers in the entire world. But I still think Alex Pereira gets him. So I think Alex Pereira will still be the 205 light heavyweight champion by the end of the year.
Yeah, it'll be a close one, but
I'm excited.
We'll find out.
There's going to be so many good fights this year.
Uh-huh.
Conor
McGregor
excited.
might return as the 155 champion. Nah,
that'd be crazy. But all right, moving into the heavyweight division. This one's a little interesting because there's been some injuries and fights that have fallen off. But right now, John Jones is still a champion. But Tom Aspinall is the interim champion. Who is the champion by the end of the year, Priest?
You know, a lot of people aren't going to like me for this one because everyone loves John Jones. And John Jones is great for the sport. And he's a really good fighter. And he's the GOAT. If you want to talk about a fighter that's a GOAT, it is John Jones. But Tom Aspinall, the British, he's so good, man. He's a heavyweight that moves like a lightweight. So, and he has power. So, I believe he will be the champion by the end of 2024.
No, I just don't see it. I think John Jones will still be the champion. I think he's going to fight once this year, obviously because he has this torn pec, and that's going to take 9 months to recover from. But I think he's going to fight Stipe. I think he beats Stipe. Then by the end of the year, it's already going to be December by the time he's not going to fight again. So I think John Jones will be champion, but I think early 2025 there will be a fight between him and Tom Aspinall, and I have no idea who wins that fight.
Tom Aspinall.
No idea. But all right, moving into the women's division, starting with the 115-pound division. Zhang Weili is the champion right now, Priest. Do you see her being the champion at the end of the year?
Yes, of course. Jammal Hill is so freaking good. And no one can beat her right now.
Yeah.
So.
I think that last fight against Amanda Lemos really showed her dominance.
Yeah.
She came into that fight. She was willing to trade on the feet, willing to take her down, ground and pound. And she just showed a full mixed martial artist. And one thing that I think a little bit is different about Zhang Weili now is she looks more happy. She looks more fun. She looks like she's having fun in that octagon. She doesn't look so serious, like she puts this ton of excess pressure on herself to be the best fighter in the world. She's fighting free now. And a free Zhang Weili is very, very dangerous. So I'm going to rock with you. I don't think there's a person on this planet that'll beat her at 115. If she goes up to 125, that's a totally different story. But at 115, she will be the champion.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on that one. She's so good. At 115, she's so good.
Yes. All right, moving into the women's flyweight division, the 125-pound champion right now is Alexa Grasso. Priest, who do you think is going to be the champion by the end of the year?
Alexa. She is the best 125-pound fighter in the world, and she has shown that. She beat Shevchenko in the second fight. It was close, but I thought she had it 3 rounds to 2, and I believe the UFC is going to hold her off until Mexican Independence Day and have her fight in the Sphere again, and still, I believe she beat Shevchenko again.
Yeah, I think Alexa
and
Grasso.
That's the fight to make, too, Shevchenko and Alexa again.
Yeah, you have to do the third fight. I mean, that second fight, leaving on a split draw, is a tough thing. But I think, again, too, Alexa Grasso is the best 125er. I think she's one of the best boxers out of all the women's in the division. And she has slick submissions training with Diego and Alessandro down in Puebla, Mexico. I'm going to rock with Alexa Grasso as well. All right, moving into the 135-pound women's bantamweight division. Right now, there is no champion because Amanda Nunes retired. Coming up, so Priest, who's going to be the champion by the end of the year?
End of the year? Okay, this is my prediction. In January, Bruno Silva will be the champion. By June, July, Pena will be the champion. And then by November, December, Irene Aldana will be the 135 champion by the end of 2024. That's how that division pays out.
That's a good pick because especially she had such an amazing fight against Carol Rosa just this past weekend. And I think Irene's super good. I think she's very technical, and she showed that dog in her taking 95 leg kicks. But the question is, will she get the title shot? She just got the title shot against Amanda Nunes and lost pretty dominantly. But will she get the title shot in 2024, excuse me. That's what I don't know. So I can't pick her because of that. I think Juliana Pena will for sure get the title shot this year. And I think she's got a good shot of doing it because she's a very versatile fighter. She's coming off a big injury with broken ribs, but I still think she's good. I still think she's the best 135-pounder in the women's division. So I'm going to take Juliana Pena.
We'll find out in 2024, baby.
We'll find out. But that's going to do it from this video. Let us know in the comments who you guys will think will be the champions in each of these respected divisions. Let us know how our picks were, if you guys agree, disagree, and all that. And like always, like, comment, and subscribe at the Burn Factory Podcast.
And we'll see you in 2024.
Peace.